So today I would like to do a little mini lesson on being liked. And this is the topic that I find holds a lot of people back. And people don't go and put themselves out there and start a business or write a book or build a product because of this. I find that many people want everyone to like them. They think that they're gonna somehow get everyone to like them. And of course, that's not real. That's never gonna happen. And if you're attached to that and addicted to that, having everyone like you, you're going to be forced to play a small game. You are wise to realize that throughout society on the planet, the human civilization has complementary opposite value sets. And so if you're dedicated to something, there will be another person who's dedicated to the exact opposite. If you go then and start a group or a community that's dedicated to something, there will be another group and community dedicated to the exact opposite. If you're dedicated to making money, building wealth, there'll be another group dedicated to giving their money away and being altruistic. And of course, if the two groups find out about each other, they will clash and war and disagree and butt heads and won't like each other. The altruists will judge the narcissists, the money people, and say, well, you're greedy fuckers, all you think about is yourself. And then the money people will say, fuck you, peasants. And of course, the reason that both of the opposing groups need to meet each other and have that clash, have that banter, is that they both realize that they both fucking need each other. You don't make the money without being altruistic and providing a service. And you can't be altruistic unless you go and make money first. They're both needed. And this clash between the polarities is a universal law. It's never going to end. It's going to go on to the end of time. And you can go and look around. You can go and see the groups. You have groups here that are dedicated to peace, the peacemakers. Yeah, then you have groups here that are dedicated to war, the military. You know, we have the groups. We have liberal and labor, left wing and right wing. We have get an abortion, do not get an abortion. We have be gay, that's cool. Do not be gay. We got people dedicated to covering their whole bodies. We have the other people dedicated to getting their snatch out on camera. So where in the hell does anyone think that they're going to get everyone to like them? It's not going to happen. The best that you could hope for is 50-50. So if you're going out there, by the way, and you're feeling like, oh God, I want everyone to like me, I would change that expectation. I would be aiming for 50%. Try and get 50% of the people. Now, here's a major key. Because being liked feels good, and we get dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins, and being disliked feels bad, what happens is we will keep expanding our circle of influence until we can't deal with the pain. Because at the level of the president, you have hundreds of millions of people who fucking hate you. And most people can't deal with that. And so they'll go, I can't play at the level of the president. I'll go like maybe a CEO. And then at the level of that, you have thousands of people who hate you. And even that, I don't think I could play at the level of a CEO, people think. And so maybe I'll tone it down. I'll be a state manager. And then you have a lot of people who hate you. And then a regional manager, then a store manager. And then with the store manager, you're dealing with a couple of people who hate you, a couple of the employees. If that's too hard, you will keep going down and down and down, dimming your light, shutting down your light because you can't stomach a couple of people who don't like you. You're addicted to wanting everyone to like you. It's a complete fantasy. It's not real. Keep going down the rounds in your circle of influence and eventually you'll get to the family. You'll get to a point where you don't even want to expand your influence beyond your family. And you'll be worried if they don't like you, which, if you look closely, they won't fucking like you half the time. And that's probably what you're stuck on. Getting the love from mum and dad, sister and brother in the family dynamic before you give yourself permission to move on. You think that they should all like you all the time. That's a fantasy. That's the first fantasy that tripped you up on a long line of fantasies that you'll carry through your adulthood. I hope you enjoyed today's little mini lesson. You want to break the fantasies and go and give yourself permission to shine your light. Go and get out there. And people are going to like you and people are going to hate you. That's part of the game. That's normal. So if you like me, I appreciate you. And if you don't like me, you can go and fuck yourself.
What is the average retirement fund account balance? So in Australia, it's like superannuation. For the guys in the States, it's your 401k. What's the average account balance of that thing at retirement age? And so we looked it up and said, look at the ABS